You know, it amazes me, man. Hypocrisy. What is hypocrisy? When you criticize somebody when you're doing the same thing. The Golden State Warriors shouldn't talk about other players, much less James Harden. You see, here's the issue I have with Steph Curry's comments about I'm not 13 or I'm 13, or if it wasn't Harden, or if it was Harden you would have called it or you wouldn't have called it. Here's my issues that I have with that. You have a guy that's playing for the Golden State Warriors who has a teammate named Draymond Green who gets away with murder every game. Every single game he gets away with murder. But instead of criticizing the referees for allowing Draymond Green to get away with murder, they simply say Draymond Green is passionate, and they ignore the fact that the referees cut Draymond Green slack. Can you imagine if any other player did what Draymond Green did? Can you imagine? Whether it be James Harden, whether it be LeBron, hell, whether it be James Jones or John Jones or whatever this guy's name was from the Cavs that played with LeBron James when he was in the Heat, and then he played with LeBron when he was in the Cavs. The man's a 3-time champion, by the way. John Jones or whatever his name is, James Jones or whatever it is. Any player, Mike Bibby, think of any random player, Shaquille O'Neal, Dennis Rodman, well, especially Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, think of any player, any era, I don't care what era, that could get away with what Draymond Green has gotten away with. I mean, I simply can't see it. And so you consider those things, and then you add Steph Curry to the mix, and Steph Curry has the balls, no pun intended because it's basketball, but he has the nuts to look at a referee and tell the referee that he shouldn't have called it because James Harden gets a pass on that. Now, don't get me wrong. 2 wrongs don't make a right. But then let's add to the fact that Kevin Durant was out of bounds and they let it slide. Well, why didn't Steph Curry criticize the referees on that? Instead, he took the jump shot and made it in. He didn't say anything about that. You don't pick and choose when you want to criticize the referees, especially when you get favorable treatment during the playoffs. You see, James Harden doesn't get a single call during the playoffs, and you're out here complaining about the regular season when your team is basically untouchable. I remember during the playoffs when I don't know what this guy's name is, Jordan whatever, Bell, the Jordan Bell guy, I don't know what his name is. I mean, I'm not a Golden State Warriors fan, but I remember that the Warriors had set an illegal screen, and Jordan Bell literally tackled one of the players in the Rockets. The same play happened for the Rockets, and the Rockets ended up getting the foul. James Harden gets killed, and they don't call the fouls. I remember one instance where James Harden hit a 3-point shot, and they said it wasn't a continuation. And this was against the Warriors, mind you. So you have to consider all of these things. And let's not even talk about the Golden State Warriors and the Cavaliers. I remember George Hill blocked Kevin Durant clean, and they called a foul. Clean. Do you guys remember that? In fact, George Hill blocked Kevin Durant twice, and they called the foul both times. It's almost like this team is untouchable. And so it baffles my mind that you have guys like Steph Curry with the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy when you play with a man like Draymond Green to criticize a ref because they called the travel. My man, let it rock and stay in your lane. Okay, James Harden travels here and there. Let it rock. My man, you get away with murder. If it was a team like the Hawks, the Nets, the Knicks, let's say a team like the Jazz, some team like that, where somebody like Ricky Rubio or somebody like, let's say, Terry Rozier or let's say Kyrie Irving. I mean, I'm throwing random names. If these guys were to say something, I'd respect it. But Steph Curry, you're opening your mouth, and I almost said fat mouth, but let's say it how it is, because you're just uttering nonsense when you're getting away with murder night in and night out. and you think that you have some kind of merit to actually get at James Harden, you're not the one that should speak about this. And you're out here talking about, I'm not 13 or whatever. That's ridiculous. And you're still salty that James Harden hit that three-point shot over your boyfriend, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. I mean, it's ridiculous. You're still salty. You're still salty. And for those of you guys that are upset that I made that joke, I'm not a politically correct type of person. You understand? So take it how you want to take it. I'm not saying sorry for it. Now again, I don't like this. And Steph Curry has a lot of nerves, man. A lot of nerves. And overall, the Golden State Warriors, we all know it. The league wants Golden State to win because they want Golden State to be a dynasty, because dynasties sell money. You know, it sells money. Oh, they're 3-time champs and they're like the Bulls. That sells. Opposed to you winning a championship once every 5 years, that doesn't sell. You understand? Dynasties sell. The Patriots sell. So when you have a league that likes you, I mean, the commissioner is in love with you guys. Literally in love with you guys. I don't want to hear James Harden's name coming out of anybody from the Golden State Warriors' mouths. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. Cut it out, Steph Curry. And again, James Harden might do a step back or two, but you, my brother, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. I don't know who you think you are. The fame must have gassed your head up. Maybe the money gassed your head up. But I don't know if you're blind to the fact that you have a teammate that can get away with murder and you're out here complaining about James Harden. I don't understand. I mean, what do you expect? Do you want the referees to give you a 6-man on the court or something like that? What do you want? Stop complaining. With that being said, I'm out.